I request everyone to please stand up because we'll be playing with the national anthem. I request the DJ to please start with the national anthem. Requesting everybody to please remove your caps from your head.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उज्जल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
One day, I request both the captains to please step forward. Purnala Rising and Kushi Thunders. Requesting Sir Siddharth Kogarkar. So the coin will be going for a spin for the first time ever in this edition. So Siddharth Kogarkar will be spinning the coin. Devidas and here it is. So the first toss has been won by Devidas Kolkar of Kotnala Rising. तुझे decision किया सर? Any particular reason?
बैटिंग साइड बरे हमने फील्ड करून जाताना कमी पण होतं.
कितने टार्गेट बड़ा बिद्दा रेस्टी करवाच होता?
40-50.
All the best. You have been invited to bat first. What is the target in your mind?
Target we have not set yet actually, because this is the first game. We don't know how the pitch will be yet. But we will play according to the merit and we try to put up a score as much as possible. They are also having a good batting lineup. So let's witness the best game.
So wishing both the captains very all the best. I request both the teams to please go into your dugout and get ready for the match. And I request Siddharth Kogarkar to please place a delivery, and our first leg spinner of Goa, Sir Lawrence Gomes, the Shane Warne of his time, will be bowling to Sir Siddharth Kogarkar. Flighted delivery. See, again he lands the ball right on the money in the corner of uncertainty. Flighted delivery, very well played by Siddharth Kogarkar. Now Harish Kogarkar will be facing the delivery from Lawrence Gomes. This time short, the ball just slipping out of the hand because of the wet outfield. The ball seems to be getting wet, very difficult to creep. This time again we can see Harish trying to flick the ball on the onside of the back foot and misses the ball. Requesting the fielding team captain to please head the field as fast as possible. Requesting the guests to please take the seat on the dais.
अरे नहीं रुकना जरा, वो इंडिया क्रिकेट का ये कर रहा हूँ क्रिएट.
I request Sir Vaman Mahekar to felicitate our chief guest of today's function, Sir Siddharth Kogarkar, with a token of love from the organizers. chairman of EDC. Please a lot of cheer, please.
हाँ हाँ बैठ जाओ ना.
Thank you, Sir Siddharth Kogarkar, for giving your precious time for this inaugural function and for supporting us with your precious time for this first edition of TISWDI Tennis Ball Cricket League. Now I request Sundil to felicitate our yet another guest, Sir Haresh Kukarkar, played for Panjim cricketers team, a wicket-keeper batsman in his early 90s. His appeal was so strong that umpires also was able to make that job simple. His team won the first tournament with the highest prize money floodlight tournament in 1998. A fish can escape from the net of a fisherman, but not a cricket ball from Haresh's hand. He was a part of TISWDI team which participated in Taluka level veterans tournament organized by Siddesh 11 in October 2018. Now I request Sir Umesh Asgaonkar to felicitate our one of the best champion leg spinner, we can say, Lawrence Gomes, with a token of love and a shawl. He was a champion leg spinner in his 80s and a best all-rounder of his era. He, along with Umesh Asgaonkar and Shekhar Kukarkar, were the first players to represent Goa in Raj Kapoor Trophy, played in Mumbai, which was the topmost tournament in India at that time. And he represented Goa for the nationals in tennis ball, which was the runners-up. Goa were runner-up in the inaugural tournament, and he won 3 Man of the Match awards. I request Siddharth Kogarkar to please address this crowd for today's function.
सगळे मानेस म्हजो मित्र हरीश आणि सगळे तिसवाडी क्रिकेट लिगाचे ऑर्गनायझर्स आणि पार्टिसिपेटिंग टीम चड वेळ घेना कित्याक मॅच चालू जावपाची आसा पूण सगळे टिमीक हांव ह्या टुर्नामेंटाची परबी दिता. ऑर्गनायझरांनी मुद्दम बरो टुर्नामेंट ऑर्गनायज केला. सगळ्यांनी गेमीचो आनंद घेवचो. ऑफकोर्स इन द बेस्ट ऑफ द स्पोर्ट्समॅनशीप स्पिरीट तुम्ही सगळ्यांनी खेळपाक जाय आणि वॉट एवर बी द रिजल्ट यू शूड एक्सेप्ट इट अँड गो एट फॉर द नेक्स्ट मॅच. तुमकां सगळ्यांक परत एकदा ऑल द बेस्ट म्हणटा मागीर 2 शब्द हात थांबयता. थँक्यू.
Thank you, Sir Siddharth Kogarkar. I request Sir Haresh Kukarkar also to address this crowd with his wonderful words.
गुड मॉर्निंग. आता सद्याक पयलोच सगळो लेट जाल्लो आसा. म्हजी 2 उतरां तुमकां आनी रावपाक नाका. सगळ्या टिमीक बेस्ट ऑफ लक आनी तशेंच जे स्पोर्ट्समॅन स्पिरिटान तुमी खेळपाचे आनी तिसवाडीचेंच नांव वयर काडून आख्खे गोंयान आमची ट्रॉफी हाडपाची. थँक्यू.
I request Sir Lawrence Gomes also to address the crowd.
Thank you very much for giving me the honor to address you all. The toss is done, the match is on the way, so I say all the best to all the teams and may the best team win. Thank you very
much, everyone. So we just a few seconds away now, I can say, from the inaugural function, from this inaugural match of this first edition of TISWDI Cricket League 2019. We can see both the officials out at the center. So history already being created on this ground. The first edition of TISWDI Cricket League. The first match being played between Kuchi Thunders and Kotnala Rising. Kotnala Rising captain winning the toss, electing to field first, and you can see Kuchi Thunders openers out at the center.
मॅच नाही चालू झाली अजून. मॅच नाही चालू झाली. तुझा बॅग आहे फक्त इंटरनेटचं रिस्टार्ट करू ना. लॅपटॉप पण करू काय. ठीक आहे. हां हो ठीक आहे. ओके झालंच पाहिजे यार. लिंक बच्चे सेंड करा
Hello.
स्ट्राइकर लक्ष्य बॅट्समॅन लक्ष्य आणि संदेश
12th man of both the teams, please report in the comment box.
मेरे को लिंक देना लिंक भेज अनेक जा बॉलर कौन अनेक जा स्ट्राइकर लक्ष्य
एक मिनट मैं आपको
Lexi on
शेयर
strike.
करना है ना
First ball from the comment box end.
शेयर करना है ना
First ball straight into the offside. It's a good piece of fielding, running from the cover region, and the first run of this edition of TISWDI Cricket League is on the scoreboard.
संदेश
Requesting 12th man of Kotnala Rising. 12th man of Kotnala Rising. Please report in the comment box.
किसको भेजने का सेलेक्ट करके भेजना हो गया सेंड करो
12th man of Kotnala Rising. Sandesh Bomkar taking the guard.
किशोर बॉलर
This time the ball is up in the air. Fielder in business. And the first wicket has been picked up here. Wonderful catch to get Sandesh Bomkar walking back into the dugout. So Sandesh Bomkar not able to trouble the scorer here and getting out on the first delivery itself. 12th man of Kotnala Rising, kindly report in the commentary box. Last ball going out for the 12th man of Kotnala Rising.
सिंगल लक्ष्य
किसका मैच है
खुशी टंडन और
कोटनाला राइजिंग खुशी ना खुशी
Stepping down the field this time and plays over the coverage, and this might be the first boundary of the tournament. What a strike this is! Right from the meat of the bat, and the first boundary has been registered of this inaugural match. Wonderful piece of timing and placement.
कोटनाला
Stepping down the crease, trying to vary the length, and kindly use the dustbins that has been provided here by the CCP. Please keep the area clean and green. Thank you.
बैटिंग किसका है?
Shuffling this time, struck on the pads, quick single. Sensible batting after scoring a boundary, just rotating the strike, keeping the scoreboard busy. In fact, first extra leg by signal coming from the umpire. Total score moves on to 6, half a dozen runs already on the scoreboard. This time steers the ball into the gap, racing away from the field and crashes into the boundary holdings. Second boundary of the over. Naresh scores his first boundary to get off the mark.
अभी किसका बैटिंग चालू है?
अभी खुशी करना आता तुला फोर मिळाला तर नरेश
And a dot ball to finish the over. After 1 over gone, it's 10
एक और 10
for 1. Wonderful start for both teams, picking up a wicket in the first over and scoring 10 runs, the batting team. So both the teams will be happy with how the proceedings have gone so far. The two officials for this tournament, we are blessed to have Sir Vaman Mahekar and Sir Rajendra Dabholkar, all the way from Pednam. Rajendra Dabholkar, Vaman Mahekar, our very own from Talegaon.
छह ओवर का ही है ना मैच? 6 ओवर का ही है ना? 6 ओवर का है ना?
10 ओवर की मैच
कितना है?
100 ओवर 6
लिंक सेट केलाय तुमच्याकडे पण घेतला मका दान कसं मका दान हां Siddesh, the bowler, bowling from the far end, bowling from the Gymkhana end, I must say. On strike, Lakshi. This time rises through the cover region, extra cover drive this time. So boundary of the very first delivery. What a welcome to the bowler. Third boundary of this innings, and they are looking to cut loose now because they have been invited to bat first by the opponent team, and they are trying to put pressure already on the fielding side. As you can see, Devidasa yet again adjusting the field. Moves on to 14 with that boundary. This time driven straight down the ground. A good piece of fielding in the follow through by the bowler, and a single for Lakshi to take the score on to 15.
स्कोर नहीं आता दोनों से
कर रहा हूँ
स्कोर नाम
देखो आया ना
आया स्कोर
वो नाम ना
हाँ, नाम
नेक्स्ट मैच में नेक्स्ट मैच में आएगा अभी आपने मेरे को कुछ दिया ही नहीं लिस्ट
अरे लिस्ट दिना देगा मैंने
दिया ही नहीं तो मैं
हाँ, मैं करता हूँ
कितना
ए विकेट
We have to wait for umpire's decision, and it goes all the way. So first 6 of this tournament being struck by Naresh. Up and over, huge and handsome, a massive and gigantic.
अभी इतना मैच में ना
What a shot this is!
मैच में
और 2 मिनट पीछे है 2 मिनट पीछे है
हाँ थोड़ा मतलब वो होता है
2 मिनट
2 मिनट या मतलब जैसे जैसे अपना चलेगा ना तो हो जाएगा अभी नेक्स्ट मैच जिसका रहेगा ना उनका पहले ही दे दो मुझे
नेक्स्ट कैप्टन आप
What a comeback by the bowler. The batsman getting clean bowled after striking the ball for a 6. This is a solid comeback. And the score moves on to 15. In fact, 21 for 2.
15 हुआ या 16 हुआ? 21 हुआ. Score 21 ना?
Run out seems to be the decision. In fact,
21 पे 2 गए ना? Over.
Second match. Heman.
the second match of this tournament will be played between Arush Super Kings and Shreyans Lions. So requesting both the captains to please hand over their playing list. The next match will be played between Arush Super Kings and Shreyans Lions. Both the captains, please hand over your playing list. So the match is evenly poised. 21 for 2 on the scoreboard. Wide signal coming from the umpire. Another extra heading to the tally to take the score on to 22. Good collection by Devidas Kolkar behind the stumps. Lovely drive this time. Racing away on the outfield and crashing again into the boundary holdings. Yet another boundary. This over looking to be very costly. A boundary, a 6, and then another boundary. Even though he has got a wicket in this over, he has conceded almost 15 runs. Comes down to 26. A wide, in fact, also bowled in this over. And now a fielding change. It's on the onside this time. And now the single to finish the over. 2 overs gone. 27 for 2. 13.5 runs per over is the current run rate going. All guns blazing at the moment. You can see Kushi Thunders.
वो नाम चेंज कर सकता है वहाँ पे. टेंडर क्या है वो? थंडर है वो.
अंडर है क्या?
हाँ थंडर. टेंडर कोकोनट. यहाँ से आवाज शुरू होगा. इधर का आवाज उधर आता है भाई.
हाँ यूट्यूब पे.
तो अभी मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ वो भी जाएगा.
नहीं माइक में जो बोल रहे हो ये
माइक पे है.
हाँ गाली भी मैं गाली बहुत मारता हूँ. इसकी कसम.
Size to bowl from the commentary box end. Anand Devjigar on strike. Oh, trying to cut the ball this time. Wide signal coming from umpire Vaman Mahekar. So starting the over with an unofficial delivery wide. This time goes aerial over the covers fielder's head and goes for a boundary. So good strike by Anand Devjigar. A wide ball and then a followed up delivery, a boundary ball. So pressure again mounting on the bowler. He's starting his new over. This time down the leg side. And goes for another boundary. So runs are coming thick and fast. The bowler seems to be not getting a control over his line and length. Just one ball and already you can see 10 runs being considered. Things not going right for the captain apart from the toss. Score moves on to 37 in just 2.1 overs. It is certainly an alarming call for the fielding captain. He needs to put his thinking cap on now. Oh, striking this time the pads, loud appeal. Umpire not interested. In fact, no signal from the umpire, so it seems to be the bat being connected with the ball and then striking onto the pads. Lakshya this time attempting a reverse shot, but no connection. A dot ball, a rare dot ball you must have seen in this innings. Score held on 38 at the moment. A good start this is given by Kushi Thunders. And Lakshya leading from the front. Plenty of boundaries already against his willow. Oh, this time shuffling in fact too much. The ball just bouncing over the stumps. Back to back dot balls. Certainly trying to make a comeback in this over. I'd like to thank Sports Authority of Goa for providing us this wonderful ground to organize this first edition of TCL. Stepping down the crease this time, flick the ball on the onside. Fielder running to cover the ball. And before he could throw the ball, 2 comfortable runs on the scoreboard. So moves on to 40. The next match will be played between Arush Super Kings versus Shriyans Lions. So requesting both the captains to please present their playing list. Oh, he is bowling round his legs. The batsman thought that it would have been a wide delivery and bowling just to see his bails getting lifted from the groove of the stumps. Requesting Arush Super Kings and Shreyas Lions to please report in the commentary box. Arush Super Kings as well as Shreyas Lions. Ajay, the bowler to bowl the 4th over. They are just exactly halfway through the first innings. 3 overs gone, 40 for 3. as minimum target as possible.